half of it. Half of it just doesn't want to work.
The record is broken. You guys, hello. Welcome back to How Come. Sorry it's late, but I brought you a gift.
It's me, I'm back.
It's Charlotte Casimir. We're here sitting in her bed, watching Love Island, editing an episode for you.
It's amazing.
And
I'm having the best time.
Yeah, we're having the best time. You are done with your internship now?
Yeah, I just finished on Friday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go girl. She's like, I've literally not been able to talk to her all summer, but I still send all the memes, and then she needs to devote like an hour a week to.
I love TikTok now.
Yeah.
But so does
I said
Josh.
memes because I wasn't sure if you were like open about it yet.
About my love for TikTok?
Mhm.
Absolutely. I posted my first TikTok today, and like,
Yes, you
honestly,
did.
I'm not trying to be good at TikTok,
But it's funny.
but I like watching it.
Yeah, but you're funny too.
Thank you. That was a good one.
It was a good one. Yeah. Check out Charlotte's TikTok.
You really don't have to.
No, go. Run. Don't walk.
There are
Charlotte's
two things
TikTok.
on there.
If you like SpongeBob and ice cream.
Who fucking doesn't?
I don't like ice cream. Ice cream.
Rye bread.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
No, ice cream's fine. I just hate ice cream cake.
Like, you don't like Fudgy the Whale?
No.
But-
It's so cold.
Yeah, but the crunchies. The crunchies
I'll eat off, sure, but then it gets too cold. Like, I'm so teeth sensitive.
It's ice cream, man.
I don't like
Okay.
it. Remember
Check out your
Dad's-
teeth.
Remember
Dad's brain freeze. Oh my God. I'm so upset. For those who don't know, our dad once got a brain freeze. And it was the saddest thing I've ever
Well,
seen.
but because backstory, he's like one of like the toughest guys ever.
Yeah.
Like he denied
like
like
he's a
liking
doctor.
our dogs
Never goes
for
to the
years.
doctor. What? What did he,
Like
that did not happen.
Won't have coffee.
Denied
won't
liking
do
our dogs?
Advil. Remember when I like caught him petting Lily and Daisy in the dark, and I was like, "You love them."
I guess it's so weird because he's changed so much and he's so
softened.
mushy now.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's still very intense about like, I'm fine, it's fine. We're like, yo, you're not cool. Just like tough guy. And one day got a brain freeze, and he was like,
Drinking a pina colada on vacation.
is that what it was?
Yeah.
And he put his hand up to his little forehead, his little cappy, and he goes, ow, ow, ow. And his face all
It was
scrunched up.
Charlotte and I started crying.
Like the man has like been actually sick before, and yet
And like never
this
shed a
was
tear.
the
And
saddest
this
moment
was
of
the
our
saddest
life.
moment.
Ice cream though.
Ice cream.
Maybe you should get your teeth checked.
Well, don't you think? No, I
If
don't
it
want to. I
hurts.
don't like it. It doesn't matter. I don't have to like everybody else's yum.
No, you don't.
You know,
You definitely don't.
like more for you guys.
We could talk for so long. I just realized this
And
all
say
just started.
nothing.
Say nothing. This all just started because we were like TikTok,
Yeah.
summer internships. Now we're like, well, anyway, about Dad's brain freeze.
Yeah, it's dangerous to have her on this.
I'm
But-
so sorry,
But
everyone.
wait, so I want to tell you, Charlotte has a TikTok, but I had my first viral tweet
Yeah, it's so
this
crazy.
week. Crazily viral. 600,000 likes, you guys, on
At
Twitter.
least.
That's insane.
Oh, I don't even know about the Twitter, but the Twitter, Jesus, Charlotte. Just people were sending it to me, like, "Oh, it's your sister," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know, it's my sister, but it's insane. It's so cool.
It's so
and, like
cool.
it was like it's like different meme accounts are posting it.
That's yeah.
That's
And
how I saw it.
what's so interesting too is we talk about a viral tweet of one of our guests this episode, and
It is very funny.
it's very, very funny, and he talks about like the process of it going viral, and he's like, yeah, you'll just hear it, and like I can actually relate to what he was saying.
Yeah, it's
now
so cool.
It's so cool. Thank you to everyone who supported. Please follow me on Twitter. It's my new thing. And Charlotte on TikTok.
Don't follow me on TikTok, guys. We're really like building this up for something it's not going to be.
It's a fun. I laugh.
But I like getting sent TikToks because now
Totally.
I feel like young again.
Charlotte went out last night until 6 a.m. and was like, and took this video with her boyfriend, and she's like, I'm so young.
I'm so cool.
I'm so cool.
I'm so cool.
And one day when my kids look back at this video, they'll be like, wow.
Mom was cool.
Mom was cool and young.
Cool. Yeah, look how cool she was. Yeah, I haven't done that in a really long time, but it's kind of fitting to record after I've gone out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we left at like 4. No, later than that. Whatever. I went to bed at 6, but it's fitting because now my voice is like raspy
like season
again.
1.
It's like season 1.
Yeah, bringing it all back. Do you want to know what this episode topic is about?
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking about how on Twitter this week, a lot of celebrities have been divulging that they don't really shower too much.
Oh.
Did you see that?
No.
Okay. So we all talk about that.
Which is why I need to be on TikTok because you keep me young.
I do.
Everyone's gonna be like, you're younger than her.
No, she's the old soul.
I'm just born old. I'm sorry. But yes. So people aren't showering. I have certain showering habits that everybody knows about. I'm curious, what are your showering habits? Me?
Yeah.
It really depends on like what I'm doing in life. Yeah. Like obviously this year has been so bad in terms of working out. Like I've been a little
busy. Yeah.
And I did notice like just being so busy, like there were points where I was like, man, I should get in the shower, like and wash my hair. I don't go more than 3 days or anything though.
See, I was ready for you to respond like every day.
No.
Because I feel like you're so clean.
I'm a clean person, but I'm like, I can get messy at times, especially if I'm like really busy.
And messy in the brain.
Well, it's also just like my internship was alone in my apartment.
Yeah.
So I can just like
not shower.
Yeah. And I don't know. I do love a shower sometimes. And if I was like working out, like back in college when I was working out, I'd shower every single day.
That's what I'm thinking about is like when you used to work out and like you would shower at like weird times too. Or like maybe it's like you worked out at night, so you also showered at night. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was like the most bizarre thing in the entire world.
Sometimes, well, okay, I will say sometimes showering is annoying. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm tired. What a piece of work that'll be. But at the same time, I love getting into a really clean, freshly made bed, having just showered and feeling like a new baby. Like
I'm on board with that.
It's such a good feeling.
It's a great feeling. I have been since I've gotten back from Portland. Like in Jersey, I feel like I've been cleaning up around the house a lot more and showering a lot more. That being said, I haven't showered in 3 days when this episode was recorded, but I showered yesterday.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't know what I was going for. Oh, big shout out today to Helix Sleep. Take their 2-minute sleep quiz and they'll match you to a mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. Find your perfect mattress and up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows at helixsleep.com/howcome.
Wait, that's amazing.
I know.
I'm on my Helix right now.
I know.
I will not leave.
Never. Also, I think that's why I've been like a little more clean. Because we got the Helix to the place in Jersey, and I've like set up my own little like beautiful abode.
You don't want to sully a Helix.
You don't want to sully a Helix.
So I'm mapping this out. I did shower yesterday, and I showered the day before that. But again, like I have events. If I have events, I'm showering. I'm going somewhere, I'm showering.
Are you washing your hair every time you shower?
Absolutely, because
it's gonna get wet.
If it's gonna get wet,
if it's gonna get a little wet, it's gonna spring up in the curlies in the back.
It's so long.
Yeah.
I mean, and I like kind of like wearing my hair curly and stuff.
Yeah.
Or wavy, whatever.
Oh, you guys.
But lately,
yeah,
I will say I'm really deep diving into my shower habits. I have sometimes, only when Josh is here, which is 95% of the time, I've started to do quick like body showers and not wash my hair.
Okay.
But they don't feel as effective. You get out and you're like, I want to just like put my face in the water and my head.
Yeah. I feel like it's been so hot that like sometimes I'll get in with the intention of a body shower. And then I'm like, what? I'm going to have like a greasy head and a clean
It's like
body.
unmatched.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is the before bed clean sheets. Like,
Such a vibe.
you know, my apartment is usually
We're here right now.
neat and clean.
Yeah. It's
But
beautiful.
weekends, no good.
Yeah.
I usually clean on Sundays. But I did too much last night. So
Her messy is my clean.
well, because I'll be messy, but I'm not dirty. You're dirty.
Yeah.
Like I'll
I'm a
walk
dirty
in
girl.
and there will be an old container of bagel bites under your bed. And I'm like, this is unacceptable.
Yeah, I've been doing that less. But it is something that I don't know if I've ever said this on the podcast, but when Ben and I first hooked up, the first time he came over to my apartment, I had an old plate of ketchup.
I remember
stain.
this.
And he pointed to it and he goes, I got that same plate with old ketchup in my house.
It's so funny.
But this episode's going to be about personal hygiene and shit. But I think we should do an episode on like cleaning and tidying up and like being organized eventually, because like that's something I'm doing in my life. And
It changes things.
It's fitting that I'm with you because Charlotte literally used to do this thing. I don't know if you guys have read the Little Miss and Little Mister's books, but there's a book called Mr. Messy. And in Mr. Messy, who's a very messy guy, there's two guys, Mr. Neat and Mr. Tidy. And whenever I would get really, really messy in our room, Charlotte would be like, okay.
You be tidy, I'll be neat.
Let's go.
Let's go. It sounds so insane because I'm so not a neat freak either. Like, I just clean at the end of the week at some point when it gets bad. I just find it like same thing with the showering and the brushing my teeth and like getting your nails done. Like my nails have not been done in so long.
Me neither.
And they're so bad. But when I'm showered and when my nails are done, when my apartment's clean, I feel like my whole life gets a little better. Like everything cycles until like I pick it up. But that's not everyone's
Sometimes
best.
I'm most comfortable at day 2 of clean. You know how we've talked about this with makeup? That it's like
Oh man, sometimes
day
you put
2
it on
makeup
and
is
it's
like
wrong.
amazing.
It's like it's easier to put on. Like sometimes when you're out of the shower, it just
It's like
doesn't
disgusting
work.
and crusty. Yeah. But anyway, this has been a sweet treat with Miss Charlene
I don't want to leave. I could talk all day.
Thulene. I know.
I haven't said a word today. I've just been sitting in bed.
I know. I have to go to a show. Otherwise,
No.
I'd keep this rolling. But this has been your congrats of the week to Miss Charlotte Pauline Casimir for finishing her internship.
Wee.
And congratulations to me because I'm going to stalk her more.
Okay. Yay. I mean, you're allowed to.
And congratulations to me because of my viral tweet. And congratulations to our guest, Gianmarco Soresi, who also had a viral tweet, which you will hear about in this episode. And
It's so funny.
it's so fitting that you called me dirty because this is kind of Dirty Girl Privilege Part 2. Andrea, Allan, and Emily Lubin from Dirty Girl Privilege Part 1 are back.
Wildly funny episode.
Wildly funny episode.
I listened to that like twice, that episode. I laughed so hard.
It's so funny. So please enjoy.
Woo, woo, woo.
Thanks to Dipsea for supporting How Come. Dipsea is an audio app full of short, sexy stories. If you're looking to heat things up, there's a story waiting for you. Get an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/howcome. It's so fun.
How come? How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. 'Cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna just
So excited for this episode. Welcome to the podcast for the first time, Gianmarco Soresi.
Hello.
And Jeff Goldblum. And welcome back, Andrea Allan and Emily Lubin.
Hey. Yo, yo, yo,
Yay.
yo, yo.
I love that you guys are together. That's so cute.
Always.
Okay, so this episode is like the universe came together just for me. I'm so fucking stoked. One of our most popular episodes of all time is Andrea and Emily's episode called Dirty Girl Privilege, in which we talk about the fact that Emily and I don't shower too much. And Andrea showers a lot.
I literally showered 20 minutes ago. So, you know.
Until today, I didn't shower for 3 days.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Tonight, I'll be a dirty girl.
I smell so bad right now, and I'm loving it.
It's great that I can't even tell. Like, I cannot tell. Isn't Zoom just the best?
Dry shampoo as well.
Ooh, yeah, that keeps it shiny and fresh.
The dirty girl's best friend. But speaking of dirty girls, dirty people, the discourse on Twitter this week is about celebrities not showering, particularly white celebrities not showering, and then other celebrities are chiming in on the discourse. It started with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I thought it started with Ashton Kutcher
Mila Kunis.
and Mila Kunis didn't wash their kids.
Oh, I thought it started with Jake Gyllenhaal being like, I don't shower too much, and then the other people were like, I don't wash my kids.
I thought it started with I thought it was the kids first, and then the adults were like, okay, now the floodgates are open, so to speak, the anti-floodgates.
All right, I'm going to clear this up for you guys because I know exactly the origin.
Okay.
So Gianmarco is correct.
I accept that.
Was, I believe, on Armchair Expert. Dax Shepard.
Dax Shepard.
Podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. So I believe Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher went on the podcast and revealed that they don't wash their kids. It's not that they don't wash their kids. They just don't wash them very often. Okay.
Also, that phrase, I don't wash my kids.
Wash your kids.
Honey, I don't wash my kids. Like, what are we? Oh,
sounds like you're washing underwear. It's like they don't bathe their kids very often. Yes.
And like, that kind of led to this major like anti-soap propaganda for the rest of the episode. Apparently, that I personally like. I don't know why
but
we're
wait,
up
is
in
it
arms.
Dax and Kristen Bell and then Mila and Ashton all on the same episode?
I don't know if Kristen Bell was there.
She weighed in later. I'm sure she was just trying to make them feel okay. So yeah, Kristen Bell also said they don't watch their kids.
Until they get the stink, right?
Until they get the stink.
The stink?
The stink.
But we're in a global health crisis. Wash your kids. Are you kidding me?
But then the adults chimed in and Jake Gyllenhaal was like, more and more, I find bathing to be less necessary at times. I do also think that there's a whole world of not bathing that is also really helpful for skin maintenance, and we naturally clean ourselves, like vaginas.
And I saw someone weigh in that apparently Jake is known by some as a stinky
man. Okay, so, and we'll get to all of the other stinky people, but Gianmarco went viral for fighting with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson over hygiene. How did that happen?
Well, someone randomly was like, I hope The Rock's showering. Like, it would be a betrayal
and that somebody
if their
was
favorite celebrity, The Rock.
Okay. And then The Rock was like, I shower
a lot. Gianmarco's like, that's weird.
That's just a lot. Cold in the morning.
Yeah.
Medium after the first workout, hot at the end of the day.
That's the weird part.
That's the weird part. It's not the showering. It's the regimented 3 times a day at 3 different temperatures. And here's how I would have said it in person. I would go, that's weirder than not showering. Tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Also completely accurate.
But everyone took it as if I said, that is weird.
Yeah.
That is weirder than not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then The Rock responds.
Oh my God. How did you feel when you saw that notification? And were you like, this is a fake person?
I just knew, I saw that it was like blowing up and I was like, okay, let it blow up. And then I saw, oh my God. So yeah, read what The Rock said.
Okay, so The Rock said, nothing weird about this, my friend. I work out twice a day and then I go to work for 12 plus hours. I shower 3 times. Easy to understand.
Fucking
dunked. Mic dropped.
Mic dropped.
Sure. Well, also dunked by the fact that he's just a gigantic celebrity. He didn't say like, "Watch your ass, you stinky white boy." Like he didn't like dunk on me. He was just like, "No, it's not weird."
I think he dunked on
you.
If I'm
I
be
love
honest.
The Rock's energy, and I've noticed he does reply to tweets.
Yes,
he's
does.
always on Twitter, and he likes to connect with the people, you know.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that about him. And also, like, he's a massive hulk of a man.
Yeah.
Like,
Huge.
I respect that he's keeping that shit clean.
Yeah.
so then I see this and I start getting concerned. Always a little stressful. I got people in my DMs saying, calling me stinky, calling me musty, calling me every synonym of smelling like shit I've ever heard. And so I wrote, because I don't know The Rock, but he saw me. We went to the same college.
Really?
And he saw me in Hello Dolly. And one of my biggest regret was not like running right from that show to say hi to him.
What? I didn't know you had such a history with Dwayne.
How do you know he saw you in Hello Dolly?
I could smell him from the audience. He's a big hulking man. I saw him when he gave a standing ovation at the end.
Such a beacon of positivity.
I mean, there's no way I would not notice The Rock in the audience if I was doing a theater production in college.
I mean, this is a college production. It's not like there's like 500 people there. There's like 100, and The Rock takes up 2 chairs. That's how he started in wrestling. He played college football, then got an injury, and then in The Rock.
And you guys went to the same college?
Yes, very different. He's older than me.
But I'm saying he was there because he's an alum, so he was checking out.
Alum. Yeah.
So, all right. So I'm feeling that anxiety. I don't know if you guys have ever been like kind of dragged en masse on
I've
Twitter.
I've never been dragged by The Rock.
No,
me
or
neither.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's very overwhelming. It's very anxiety inducing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, what magazine did it just get featured on? It just got featured on Perez Hilton. It's on all the things. Whenever you go viral, like you really get to see how shitty everything that promotes one thing gets the story, and then they all just fucking copy and paste it, and it's pretty wild. But so I wrote, and again, I'm in a car. I'm on the way to a casino gig. Like everyone's calling me Stinky.
That's so funny. My nickname when I was growing up was Stinky.
Were you Stinky?
Yeah.
It's just such an interesting insult because I'm like, even if it were true, I'd be like, okay, easily fixable. So I had 2 options: either double down or I backpedal as hard as I can, and that's what I went with.
Yeah, I would have done that too. Yeah.
I said I was mostly referring to the cold part, fellow Miami alum. You came to our production of Hello Dolly.
You pandery bitch.
This
is how he is where he is. Look at him.
You're so spineless.
Such a little jellyfish.
What am I going to go against The Rock? You want me to go against The Rock? I'm smart, not spineless. No. Sometimes your brain is bigger than your spine, Andrea. So
I don't know, man.
I loved your work in Moana.
Okay. So I said, you came to our production of Hello Dolly when I was a sophomore, and I had to take a cold shower after that too.
Amazing.
Cute.
Oh, that is cute.
That is
Thank
cute.
you.
Yeah.
And so then he wrote back, my fellow Kane alum. Hell, why didn't you say that? Lol. I absolutely loved your Hello Dolly production. I always tell people it was one of the best theater productions I've ever experienced. Our small venue made it so intimate, which gave the performances that power and mana.
Oh my God. This is a wild,
crazy?
This is a wild ride.
Wait,
it's wild that he had
always tells people about this production.
He
of
always
Hello
tells
Dolly.
people.
How much did you blow his hair back with your fucking performance in Hello Dolly, Gianmarco?
I'm just amazed that he's able to write these like kind of long, detailed tweets between all those showers.
You're right. No, he has a waterproof case for sure.
You don't think I'm like masturbating, sending out emails. You don't know how long I'm in that shower for. Yeah.
Right. I would actually take him for more of a bather.
Yeah.
Because you can text and bathe at the same time.
100%. I'm a
bathist too.
So
wait, now let me ask you, Andrea, because you're tall like me.
Yes.
For me, most baths are not that enjoyable because they're too small, they're too shallow. My knees stick up. The water, when it hits the right point, it's over the part where it starts draining.
Yes. The desire to bathe is so strong with me that I will shove myself into, like, Emily's seen me.
Let me give you a little context, okay? This is how much she is addicted to the bath and the act of bathing. So she was over at my apartment. Andrea doesn't have her own bathtub.
It's fucking tragic.
It's a tragedy.
Oh, wait,
I sit on the shower floor and I let them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Andrea's over at my place and she wants to take a bath in my bathtub. And I'm like, I don't know if you should go there, man. That bath is full of hair. I haven't cleaned it in a month. Like you know how dirty I am. Like this is the state of affairs. And she's like, I will clean your entire bathroom
Mm-hmm.
if I can just take a 20-minute bath
Amazing.
in your bathtub.
Wow.
I eat
That's a good
food in
deal.
the bath. Yeah,
Offer that
I
service around. I think you're welcome to use my bathtub. Anyone's.
Will
Dude.
clean for baths.
Yeah, I sometimes sit in the bath with like trays of food and my laptop. If I can be submerged in water for like maybe half an hour to 45 minutes a day, I will be exponentially happier. I even like when I first started dating my boyfriend, I want to say date like 4, when I was like starting to hang out in his apartment a little bit more. I asked him if I could bathe in like the middle of the day, which is super fucking
No, he
weird.
probably thought it was like mysterious and sexy.
Sure. Yeah.
And she's on the laptop eating Cheetos.
Yes. I'm in there like eating I've eaten cheesecake in the bath.
Oh my God.
Emily has like multiple photos of me eating like souvlaki, like
Yeah, or like tarts, like fruit tarts out of plastic containers.
it's so
It
decadent.
is.
I'm addicted.
This is
to it.
luxury.
I really am.
See,
It's
I get
incredible.
hot. I get hot in the bath, and I always feel like the effort that goes into drawing the bath is more than the enjoyment that I get out of it.
It's nice if somebody
exquisite.
else draws the bath.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everything is more
When someone
enjoyable
else
when
does
someone
it.
else
Yeah.
prepares it.
Yeah, it's nice when Andrea cleans your bathroom, but not all of us can afford maids. You
The
know what I
last
mean?
time, Ben and I will sometimes get like a hotel room so that we can take a bath. And the last time we had a bath, he bought a bath bomb that was yellow.
Oh,
Don't do that.
God.
It like seemed like we were like sitting in piss. It was
Was it like
a
saffron?
wild thing to do.
Was it like pineapple?
Like, what was the scent?
I don't know.
Like, was there a
I don't-
fragrance?
It didn't
or
smell
a-
like anything to me.
Oh, that's
Don't
what
send-
happened.
Maybe it was just
Maybe
a
it was
urine
a-
bomb.
Yeah.
That's what I got. Talk about branded content. I got free bath bombs, and I made like a post, a humorous post. But I used an orange bath bomb, and all anyone commented was, "Why does it look like you're bathing in piss?" And I was like, "Man, I spent so much time on this." God
That's
damn it.
somebody's kink
The
out there, people. Also,
internet.
urine sterile, man.
Yeah, celebrities are going to come out of the woodwork now saying they bathe in their own piss.
Oh, some of them, if they were being told that it would make them look younger, there is no way they would
100%.
be drinking
Yeah.
it. There's no way they wouldn't be fucking submerging in it.
Robin's research actually says that Kesha did do a pee drinking stint for a little bit.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
There was a tweet that was like, why are celebrities like revealing how little they bathe? Like, and
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like this is, I don't know, it's like relatable or whatever. Like they're just like being relatable. And then there was this other tweet that I can't find anymore because like maybe it was taken down, but it was like, this is a conspiracy theory, but I think it's real. And like, I think that these celebrities are talking about how little water they use because there's going to be a water crisis soon and they don't like want to get blamed. But like, one maybe
That's a crazy
it is, but
conspiracy
also
theory.
I don't know if I told you guys this, but the reason that like I have such an aversion to like bathing and like cleaning or whatever is I do have a guilt thing when I turn water on. Is that
really?
yeah.
I don't have it
Oh,
at
I
all.
didn't.
I'm not.
I didn't know that was part of it.
I leave that water running. Sometimes when I'm brushing my teeth, it's not good. I leave that water
No.
running because I like the sound. It's comforting to me.
See,
Oh,
yeah.
you want to hear something disgusting? Also, when I take my baths, sometimes it like won't be. It'll start to get cold, and instead of like adding more hot water, I'll drain it and then refill it with like the hottest
Oh
of
my
water.
god.
Oh, that's normal.
No.
It's true. When you're not charged for something, it's hard
Yeah.
to, it's easy to get selfish.
I don't know. I'm like a big
Yeah.
reduce, reuse, recycle kid and so guilty that like Ben's
Yeah.
parents asked us to water the plants when they were gone one week and like I would just be doing it being like this is so
You were
bad.
watering them with your tears.
I mean, there certainly will be a water shortage. You know what I mean? Like we can find well documented
Yeah.
evidence that this is coming our way, but like
I don't
celebrity,
think that's why
yeah,
they're
I don't
doing
know.
it.
I think it's
No.
funny that I always think it's funny when people think that celebrities are like involved in these grand
Like tapped
Yeah.
in.
governmental operations or whatever, or like their opinions even matter. Like just because you are famous does not mean you're smart or that your opinion matters in any way, shape,
Truly.
or form.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I've been saying I don't shower for years.
Same.
Nobody gives a fuck.
No, no. one
Mila
gives a fuck.
Kunis says it. Now
Yeah.
it's like tits, pits, holes, and
We
souls.
started this with Dirty Girl Privilege. Like in that
We
episode,
did.
we say everything Jake Gyllenhaal is trying to say.
Truly. Also, is it the time and temperature of the room right now to be like, I don't clean things.
Yeah, like why
when
are
we're
we waging
still-
a war against soap?
Right.
Yeah.
Like the war on soap. There's so many other things to be
I just feel
concerned
like if
about.
you're a celebrity, because Jake Gyllenhaal, let's say he is smelly. If you're that famous and he's a good-looking guy, you gotta like question like, are people not telling me something? I'd always be scared. Like, do I have something in my teeth? Am I dressing weird? And people are just, I'm a hot celebrity. So to be smelly, there is a real lack of self-awareness. I'm like, maybe everyone is talking shit about you behind your back.
Or maybe it's a power move.
or you
Right.
don't,
Well,
you
exactly.
don't care. You don't care. You're like, I'm
so
so fucking
hot
gangster
that I can
smell
reek
bad.
and people love
Oh,
me.
I don't
and I
wanna-
still work.
This is embarrassing, but I guess in freshman year of college, I wasn't taking care of the BO.
Mhm.
I'm a hairy Italian Jew. There's just hair and sweat. And my roommate,
Hey, I'm an Italian Jew too.
shalom, buongiorno.
Fellow brethren. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So, hair everywhere. My God, just the carpet of an ass. And I had my roommate didn't want to like confront me. And he told me later that when I was not at our room, our college dorm, he would spray Febreze on my clothes.
Oh,
God.
How humiliating is that?
No.
Wow.
Oh,
And now I think I take care of my situation pretty well. I don't take one cold shower. I took 2 showers today though. So everyone writing me that I'm stinky.
yeah. My oldest brother introduced me to his kids as Auntie Stinky. But I
love that.
I never cared about his opinion because I'm like it's you.
You're like, you're an idiot.
But like the first time it happens like in the real world where somebody's like, oh, ugh, like your breath or whatever it is, that is the
Breath.
worst
Breath's a crazy
feeling.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Breath's a crazy one. I'm very, very self-conscious. My breath still smells fine, but like, the idea of me being out in the wild and someone being like, I don't want to talk near someone. Also like,
And you don't know. You never know because you
Oh.
can't like you're adjusted to the smell or you're
Yeah.
not smelling it. So that's
What's
so
good for that
terrifying
though
is,
is masks. Like masks really
Yeah.
check
For
me
sure.
now. I'm like, oh my God, what I've been subjecting people to.
I had an ex who had like a gingivitis type situation. Like he had like chronic bad breath and he would brush his teeth all the time.
Halitosis.
Yeah, halitosis, right. Sorry, yes. And so like I would have to, he was like, you need to tell me. And so I would have to be like before we'd have sex, I'd be like, can you go brush your teeth?
Mhm.
And like it was an embarrassing thing to go like the first few times were really
Yeah.
awkward, but it was like,
But then once you have
I
the
got it.
conversation and it's like, it doesn't mean I like you less. Like, because that's what I think the feeling is when somebody says,
I like you more than
Exactly.
if I have the balls to be like, go brush
Yeah.
your teeth, adult
Yeah.
man.
right.
Yeah, I really like you.
Like I must really care about you.
I don't think I've ever
Telling
had
a
the strength
grown
to
man.
tell someone that though. I've thought it many times.
Oh, it takes so much internal strength.
Oh my God.
I've made out with a guy after he puked. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God. No.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
disgusting.
Okay, well, there's this element also to the not showering thing of like, if you're hot enough, you can get away with anything. Like Andrea and I have had this conversation about Matthew McConaughey and how
Yes.
oily he is, but
I
everyone thinks
hate
he's a
him.
sexy
I hate
motherfucker.
him.
He hasn't worn deodorant for 2 decades because he apparently doesn't like the fact that it makes people smell the same.
I hate him. I hate him. You're
See,
so
I'm
out
with
to
it.
lunch. You're
I'm
so out to
with
lunch.
it. I'm so into that, like, because I agree with the fact that like everybody has their own unique scent.
I'm into it.
And I would rather
Ew.
smell my boyfriend's bare armpit than smell his deodorant. You know
Why
what I
did
mean?
he looks like he was dipped in wax every day?
No, but
I
the thing
hate
is
him.
like I still will smell Old Spice sometimes and think about a guy from 9th grade.
Is that a good thing
Or
or,
like
bad
That's a
thing?
bad thing unless you want to make somebody miss you, and then yeah, you're everywhere.
Right.
I remember reading once that said like, so oftentimes with like a partner, if you smell their stink, there's something about that's appealing. And I remember reading once, it always freaks me out that some women, if they went on the pill, it changed whatever chemistry of smell that was
Yes.
appealing to them. And then, like in a
Really?
relationship that ended because the smell desire went away. And I was like, oh, love is a lie.
There's
It
something
is.
to it. There really is something to it. When I was single and I was dating frequently, I started doing this experiment. I don't know if it made a difference or not, but this was around around that time period that I was doing this. I would, before a date, I would stick my fingers up my
Put them
pussy
on your arms.
and then I would rub it on my
Yeah.
pulse points, like the same way that you would do with perfume. And I swear to fucking God, everyone would tell me how great I smelled.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating.
Gianmarco's face.
So there really is something to it.
Yes. I witnessed this. Yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
I could never
Yeah.
jack off and put it behind my ears before a night out.
I don't know if it
It's like
works
something
the
about
same
Mary,
way.
Yeah.
but feminist.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so fucking wild. Well, to your point though, like I think I read somewhere and what Gianmarco was saying is that like you can tell, and it's so scientific, is like you can tell that you love someone or have the potential to love them if you like their like musk, so to speak. So like they're sweating a little bit and you can smell their pheromones. Apparently, especially for women, since we're like looking for mates that are going to create like healthy offspring, we're like downloading your DNA, like your genetics. When we smell you, we're like our brains are like, we would mate well with this person.
Yeah.
Like keep like fuck this person because you would make good like healthy babies. So scent is super fucking important. And I remember being in like some dude's smell was on my pillow at one point and I was like so in love with him, and I just remember like shoving my face into it and being like, oh, like it smells so fucking good.
Oh yeah. I've slept with, ex's t-shirts.
Yeah.
There was.
I'm not
when I was a
ashamed.
kid, and I was an unpopular little kid. And Rolling Stone.
You're an unpopular adult.
In the back of the Rolling Stone, they would sell colognes, and they would tell men like, just wear this cologne, and every woman will want to fuck you. And,
Yeah.
you get the. I got the appeal. I never bought it.
But
My whole life would have been different if I had.
I mean, Axe body spray fucking waged a war on men. I mean, the money they made with those commercials with dudes like playing basketball
and then just
like,
getting laid,
sweating, and then women.
Yeah.
Yes, like oh my god.
Yeah, the branding was so comical.
Yeah.
Like Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like everything was shiny, everything was
and it was
bold,
like the most
Matthew
spiky.
McConaughey
abrasive
branding.
scent. Like you knew what you were getting with the guy who was wearing the thing.
Oh yeah. Two pumps
I don't
and you're
like
done.
that.
Is it that bad? I don't mind Axe. I think Axe was fine.
Gianmarco is sponsored by Axe body spray.
I'm an Old Spice guy, but if I saw Axe, I would put a spray on.
Okay. Hey Charlotte, are you enjoying this episode?
I am loving it.
Oh, me too. It is like an escape from reality, isn't it?
I feel like I'm in a dream.
Totally. And everybody needs an escape, but those can be hard to come by right now. Enter Dipsea. In case you need a real escape, let yourself get lost in a world where good things happen and where your pleasure is the only priority. Dipsea is an audio app full of short, sexy stories designed to turn you on. Each Dipsea audio story features characters that feel like real people and immersive scenarios, so you feel like you're right there. You know, like if you want to hear a story about hooking up with your hometown crush that you never made a move on, or coworker that you always had a little thing for, or maybe a story that puts you in bed with multiple people and you've never done that and you want to do that. You can listen to stories every week. They release new content, so there's always more to explore no matter who you're into or what turns you on. And if you need to wind down, Dipsea also has wellness sessions, sensual bedtime stories, and soundscapes to help you relax before you drift off. I like Dipsea a lot. I told Charlotte, and I told you guys, I really want to go to a sex party with Ben. And he said yes.
Cool.
But we're still like not so keen on meeting strangers yet because of like COVID.
Yeah.
So Dipsea's been like a really nice escape and release, and
Like dip your toe in the water.
dip your toe with Dipsea.
Dipsea.
What? Dipsea.
Do you see what I did there?
I did.
I didn't even mean to.
Yeah, it's a really good time. Charlotte, you should definitely try it. I think you would enjoy, especially those little soundscapes.
I I can't believe you just said that because I
Mhm.
love a
She
soundscape.
loves a
I love the
soundscape.
word soundscape.
I do too.
I'm like, okay, I'm relaxed.
Sounds like screensaver.
Also nice.
Yeah. And yeah, Dipsea's the best. So if you're looking to get in the mood, spark your imagination, connect with yourself, or just go to sleep, check out Dipsea. For listeners of our show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/howcome. That is 30 days of full access for free when you go to DIPSEA stories.com/howcome. So fun.
So fun. I'm sleeping now. Sleepscape.
Sleepscape. No,
Soundscape.
you're sleeping because we're on what?
Helix.
A Helix sleep mattress, mother. Sorry, no. A Helix sleep mattress, my dude. Do you have a nice mattress or do you have a poopy mattress? Are you having good sleeps or are you not being able to sleep because of your lumpy mattress, or you're just like stressed, or your love life, or some other drama? If you're sleeping on a terrible mattress, or you just want an upgrade because you feel you deserve it in this life of yours, and you do, there's nobody else like you, so why would you get a generic mattress built for everyone else? Go to helixsleep.com/howcome, take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. Or the best laying hangout with your sister. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, everybody's unique, and Helix knows that. So they have several different mattress models. Do you know what model you use? Which one you have?
No, because I made it for my own body.
Oh.
I just like put in that I'm a side sleeper, and
Yeah.
I put in that I get a little warm when I sleep, and I don't know, it was a long time ago.
It says it on the side of the mattress, but I won't derail your bed. But I sleep on a Helix Sleep Midnight because I was like, I also sweat. We probably have the same mattress.
Well, you always used to like
I used
soft
to get
ones.
way too soft ones.
You did.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would be ridiculous. And always a waste. And
They like really know.
They really know.
really know.
They know you and they know your body.
Yeah, and at first you're like, I don't know if this is too soft or too hard, and you sleep on it, and then you think, I didn't know shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Helix knows.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a mattress, you take the quiz, you order the mattress that you're matched with, and the mattress comes right to your door, shipped for free. You don't even need to go to a mattress store ever again, which is amazing. And Helix is awesome, but you don't even have to take our word for it. It was awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ and Wired Magazine. And they have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights. What? Risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will. So right now, Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/howcome. You guys know how obsessed we are with the mattress, and these pillows are amazing, and you can get them for free now with your mattress purchase. There really hasn't ever been a better time to go get yourself a Helix. So go to helixsleep.com/howcome for up to $200 off your mattress and 2 free pillows. Are you ready to listen to the episode more?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye. How clean are you? Just because we've gotten everybody else's routine, basically.
I think I'm pretty clean.
Yeah.
I showered twice today.
Nice.
My skin gets like, I don't like feeling sticky, so I like sometimes will bathe before the workout and after the workout.
Same.
I floss. My biggest bad thing, I'm not a big morning brusher.
Oh, that's okay.
I chew a lot of gum and I floss.
You know what? That's okay. That's okay, because when you're sleeping, your mouth is closed, so you're not
This
like.
is like propaganda. for
No, it's
dirty
true.
fucking-
It's true.
What?
When you're sleeping, your mouth is closed. So
this
in the
is
morning,
fake
you don't need to
science.
No
thoroughly brush
way.
it.
Rock brushes his
Yes.
teeth 3 times a day. Once in the morning, no toothpaste. One in the middle, toothpaste, and the last one is with pure bleach.
Yes.
If I
my
clean-
friend.
If I could clean myself with bleach and it wouldn't damage my skin, I would do it. That I encountered one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my sex life, which is saying a lot because I have been peed on. There was a guy who was so OCD, so averse to pussy in a way that was like, it seems like it upsets you that you have to be near this.
Yeah, like you definitely don't like
you're
it.
being forced to, and that's, which is like super fucking tragic. But okay, so the first thing that he did was he would finger me and then he would go wash his hands and then come back to fuck me. So like, and my pussy's I've never had this happen. Like it's a pussy, so like it can get, away, but nothing like, I've never heard anything crazy like this. Then one time he was fucking me, and afterwards he took one of those Lysol wipe, like the round containers, and he like fleshlighted his dick with it. And I was like, dude.
Wait, okay, so like clearly that's not a good idea because that's for countertops. Like that's not for skin.
Number one,
that's not for genitals. But also, you just soiled an entire container.
Well,
when you could have just used one if you were gonna do that.
You know what he did though? It's like it's clear that he like does this because he took the lid off. Because it has like the serrated edges, so like you can't get your dick through that. So he took it off. Like this was like. It was as if he does this every time. Like it was so effortless, and it was clearly like there was enough of the wipes missing that there was like a hole in the middle. Do you know what I mean? So like it was very fleshlight. Like he just like in and out. Like
see, I wouldn't even let him fuck you again because I don't want Clorox residue going up.
My pH balance. I mean, there was.
The only time I've seen that, there was like a movie called Cabin Fever, and it was about like people getting a disease and I remember he poured like Lysol on his dick after he had sex with her. But that was like a horror movie.
Right.
Yes, this was a horror movie in Bushwick for Andrea Allan. It was so terrifying. And I was like, the amount of psychoses that is happening with you, along with like, I think, like closeted homosexuality. I was like, I can't be near you because you're so unwell. And not in like a, bigoted way. It's just like, I'm so scared for you right now. Yeah, it was really rough.
Yeah, I mean, there's too dirty, there's too clean. There's somewhere in between. But we have a nice list of celebs who don't shower daily. Brad Pitt. For Brad Pitt, all it takes is a couple quick wipes. He uses baby wipes under his armpits. And he said this recently because he said, I got 6 kids. All you got to do is just a couple quick wipes under the pits. Brad Pitts.
Hey, wash your kids.
Hashtag watch your kids.
Wait, but so he doesn't shower at all? Or I
guess that's what we're saying. It's a little bird bath.
Let me tell you, as a man, I have never gone a day without showering once. It would be a disaster. I never would.
We need to also keep in mind men are smellier than
the
women.
balls.
You really do accumulate a stink throughout the day.
Really smell. I feel like I've never had like on my armpits. That's what I'm worried about, my armpits, but my balls.
Really?
But my balls.
Yes. I mean, there's like, you can tell when someone, the answer is yes, because you can tell when someone's washed their balls because it's a distinctly different smell. You're like, oh, thanks for washing your balls. So it's like when they're dirty, it's not like horrific, but you're like, this is, you can tell. The fact that I can tell the difference means that there's definitely a smell.
I think there's some guys that don't like get into the ass, who don't like.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's where I start. That's so. I lose the soap bar. I mean,
that's good.
Yeah, you got to spread it out and go in there deep clean. Clorox wipe all the way from front to back.
Okay, so Brad Pitt, who else?
Robert Pattinson, my boyfriend, allegedly completely reeks.
These are all people that I would completely expect this from.
Oh,
also.
Yeah. Also, they're all so hot too.
And I would fuck them all. Yeah, of course. But like these are all people that I just would feel like would be too pretentious to shower.
There was a rumor that he hadn't washed his hair once for 6 weeks.
That's not that weird. I've gone long without washing my hair.
What?
I'll tell you that.
That's a more normal thing now.
There's a whole like no shampoo lifestyle.
Yes.
People don't shampoo or condition their hair.
For me, it's a looks thing. It's like I'm Jewish, thick hair. I used to wash my hair all the time as a kid. I was called mushroom head because it just goes like this. I
Like a
it kind
Jufro.
of matty and weird. So I've definitely gone 6 weeks without washing my hair.
Yeah, well, you need those
Interesting.
oils in your hair to weigh
Yeah.
them down when you have frizz.
Yeah.
I have the same situation.
And also,
Okay.
like, you can go a year without it. There's like a time period where it's going to be real nasty. Like, I knew a girl who did this, and she was like, the first few months is so like truly so gross. And then your hair starts to like clean itself. And like this girl's hair, she looked like a goddamn equestrian goddess.
Yeah,
It was
like
a
the
horse's
oils
hair.
balance out
Interesting.
eventually.
Yeah.
But this is like not necessary. Like this was a trend. I want to say this was a trend when I was like a sophomore, junior in college. That's when I started hearing about like the no shampoo lifestyle. And you know, it was really appealing. I tried to do it. I could not stick with it because your hair turns, I mean, it's like you squeezed out a pizza onto the top of your head.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting. But I just don't think it's necessary. Like above anything else, you can afford to
keep washing your
wash
hair.
and condition your hair once a week, once every 2 weeks.
I feel like celebrities
Yeah.
do like poor people things for fun. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, it's like, oh my God, I have everything and I'm so devoid of like reality. Let's
Or
switch
maybe
it
they're
up.
like depressed. Like, can we give them a break that maybe they are depressed? Like,
I'm not giving them any break.
okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I just want a break for Robert. Robert, I love you.
He's a great actor.
Zac Efron isn't a big fan of showering.
Really?
He likes to clean himself with baby wipes after he plays
Okay.
basketball and then goes days without showering.
That's insane. There also is this thing of like showers for me are very emotionally restorative. Andrew, you were talking about sitting on the I used to sit on the shower all the time and just
sit on the
let
floor.
the water
Yeah.
hit, bend over.
Yeah.
Oh, showers are very emotional. I love the idea of not liking showers. To me is scary.
I hate them.
It's super
I
strange.
literally
about
hate them.
I mean, I hate them. Like, I hate the transition period of getting all wet. I hate getting my hair wet. I hate like
It's lonely too. You can't be with
it
your
is
phone.
lonely.
Oh,
like-
I have
Yeah, I mean,
speaker in
you-
my bathroom so I can listen to podcasts.
That's
Yeah.
good,
Well,
I
that's
guess.
nice.
I
I mean-
literally I request Ben's like company. Like I'll have him sit in the bathroom and like sit on like a closed toilet and just kind of like talk to me or play music for me.
I used to do that too. In fact, like
Yeah.
since Andrea is such a big bather, I used to spend a lot of time just hanging out with her
Yeah.
at her house, and I would request to sit, you know, on the toilet and talk to her while she took a bath.
That I liked. Yeah.
But I like
But do you-
need the company, I feel. Like I like hate being in there alone.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're talking about two separate things. Like on the one hand, we're talking about like whether you actually need to cleanse your skin often or at all. And then on the other side, we're talking about mentally why showering feels good. And these are two
Or
different
bad.
issues. Like
Yeah.
I think we think people are crazy for not wanting to shower, but if it's not necessary, it's like do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if you're getting clean from baby wipes, I don't think that's what baby wipes are for.
Yeah. So if you're talking about waste, that's also super wasteful.
Baby wipes,
You know.
yeah.
Yeah. Are you, when you guys step into the shower, are you like, "Yee," like you're like, I hate it.
I'm like, I
the-
hate it. The temperature is wrong right now. It's going to be wrong in a second in the opposite way. I'm going to be naked looking at my fucking body. And I also have a thing. I had this rash like when I was younger called a viral exanthem. When my shower gets hot enough to where I like it, the rash shows up on my body. So I hate seeing that too.
Oh,
I also
wow.
think I have a shower trauma where there was like a family member who I don't know too well, but like who walked in on me and my sister in the shower when we were really little, and we were
Yeah.
like, go away, and then he didn't.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
No.
Yeah, and then I had a nanny who showered in front of me once when I was really little, and I was saying this to Ben the other day just because all this shower discourse is going on online. I was like, maybe I'm not disgusting. Maybe I just like have shower trauma or whatever. And I'm like, nah, I'm disgusting though in
Probably.
other ways. Like,
it could be both, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Yeah, there's really no way to know where it comes from, but all families also have different rituals, like
Yeah.
with bathing and with showers. Like some families, you know, will send their kids into the shower and not look at their naked body, like starting at age 4. But for me, like, you know, my nephews can be like naked in front of me and like it's not weird.
There's some
and-
funny. I have siblings, and there's a couple photos of us where like when we were the brief window we would bathe together, and like just seeing them now, and like there's like tasteful pictures. You know, we're not all naked in the pictures, but you look at the pictures,
Tasteful nudes.
it's like, oh my god, this is all four of us just fucking naked.
Yeah.
It's very, very funny. But my she's only 16 years younger than me, so it's not that weird.
16 years younger.
No, totally.
No, I mean, like, I think like 4-year difference, and then like, so it's like, you know, like I'm 5 and she's 2, and there's the babe. It's just, but looking at it feels strange.
I
yeah.
took a tub with my siblings when we were little, and I shit in the tub.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you did.
That makes you not want to
Remy.
do that with your siblings. And then Charlotte did it. It was like a rite of passage. Like when you were the youngest sibling, you would shit in the tub with
That's
us.
a trauma for them. They're
Totally.
sitting in your shit.
Sitting in our shit.
Here's a question for you guys. Do you guys like, let's say you are with friends of yours, same gender.
Mhm.
Do you shower with them ever?
No.
Is this like a weird
That's
question?
more for the women, possibly. There's no chance my buds. Hey,
Do you and
Russell,
The
wanna
Rock-
get in the shower?
You and The Rock shower together.
I've always been very uncomfortable with everyone naked
Mhm.
because I'm like, they're going to know I'm attracted to them. You know, even
Oh,
before I like
interesting.
came
Mine
out
would
to
be like, I
myself.
turned off the shower. Why is there water still pouring everywhere? How would I know that?
See, when I'm on vacation with my
This is weird. I
with
don't
my
do
female
this.
friends that I
Yeah.
grew up with, like we'll shower together to save time. Like one person will be washing their hair, the
It's
other
so
person will
weird.
be shaving their legs. Like, and it's not weird. It's actually kind of nice.
No, I
It's
don't.
like we're sharing that to your point,
mean,
Remy,
yeah.
about being lonely. Yeah, it's like
Communal.
it's just communal. Yeah, it's a nice
I
experience. that
never
you
had to
don't-
do that in like gym class. I would have hated it. My God.
Yeah.
I never had to
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
and like in the
and-
locker room.
Yeah. Because you know, like also the idea of like when people are starting puberty different times. I'm so
God.
hairy. I was always self-conscious. I have hair all over my ass and my
Yeah.
back, and I'm just like I'm so glad I didn't have to.
Does Tova like the hair in your ass?
Yeah, I think that's what I realized later on in
Mhm.
life was like just some women were into the hair.
Totally.
Yeah, for
Some
sure.
women were not like my mom very painfully, like if I wore a tank top as a kid, she'd be like, put on a shirt, no one wants to see all that hair. And I'd be like, oh,
Aw.
that's your fucking hair. That's
That's-
your DNA.
Yeah. Also, that's your preference if you don't want to see it, but you don't have to
Oh,
want to
sorry,
fuck
Mom, you
me,
wanna
Mom.
fuck me.
Yeah.
People like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my boyfriend has a hairy chest, and I almost exclusively before this dated like twink men.
Yeah.
And I do like. I'm like, ooh, like, brrr, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is a man.
It's like the Beast from Beauty and the
yeah,
Beast.
no, I definitely like it.
I'm
yeah.
I'm the complete opposite because I always thought that I wanted like a hairy macho man, but my
Mhm.
boyfriend's hairless like a seal, and I'm obsessed.
Yes.
With it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
hairless.
it's just-
When I felt most self-conscious, I went to a Green Day concert, and Billy Joe, is that the main guy's name?
Yeah,
He moved
yeah.
The audience,
yeah.
smooth ass.
tiny.
And
white.
I remember seeing it.
White
I was like,
moon.
oh, I want that ass. That's the ass that I want.
That's your aspiration.
There's a lot of things with like men where I'm like, am I attracted to the ass or do I want that?
Do I
in
want
my
the
own
ass? Yes.
mouth? Which is that?
See, it's like you don't know about his asshole though, because Ben has like a really smooth, hairless like bottom, but then hole, like that's where it makes up for it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you ever
Go
wax
it.
his ass?
No, but he said I can someday.
My boyfriend and I wax each other's assholes.
Amazing.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he does it more to me, but I have done it to him before. He just doesn't care as much as I do about the cleanliness of his
We literally
asshole.
had this conversation this weekend, and I was like, "Can I like wax your asshole sometime?" And he was like, "Oh my god, I would love it." Like
It's
because
so
I told him it's the best feeling of a wax.
Yes, like it's fun to be on the receiving
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
Like you think it would hurt, but it wouldn't. I feel like we've talked about this ad nauseum. But
Us have we?
yeah, we've talked about this
Okay,
before about
okay, okay.
waxing our buttholes.
Yeah.
private conversations.
Yeah. But giving like removing hair, there's something so therapeutic and satisfying about it. It's kind of like popping pimples. It's addictive.
I do think I have a level of trichotillomania, though. I realized this the other day because I like tweeze my like pubes like every fucking night just because I
tweeze your pubes,
like
really
like the sides. Yeah, it's like fun to me.
Doesn't that hurt?
No, I like it, and I just looked like somebody like said it online recently. Or I did like a question box on Instagram, and it was like, "Tell me a secret," and she was like, "I have trichotillomania of the pubes. Like I tweeze my pubes all the time," and I was like, "Wait, I have that too." Like,
yeah.
You know what's weird? My mom used to tweeze her pubes.
How do you know that?
Because I saw it. I told you nudity in my family is not a thing.
I used to tweeze my mom's pubes for her.
You know, the part
Everyone's
she couldn't see.
together. Your family's so.
But I like literally forgot about that until just now when you said that, Remy, and now I'm like getting this memory of her sitting on the floor of her bedroom with a tweezer, tweezing her extra pubes.
My family was like, everyone sits 7 feet from one another. No one talks about anything. I remember actually I broke my leg, and so my mom had to help me shower because I had one of those like giant cast things.
Yeah.
And I remember the whole time she was just like, oh, I can't believe this shit. I cannot fucking believe this.
Yeah.
Like it's so there was never like any type of like body stuff discussed or done. No. It was like, figure it out, you know? Yeah. And I have OCD, and during the particularly rough times mentally, I was showering upwards of 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently Bradley Cooper showers 3 times a day.
We live for it.
That's too much.
It's not if you have OCD.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say it's still too much.
It's still too much, but there's a reason.
You need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes you feel safe. I don't know how else to say. Like, I don't know what other word to use than that. But like, if I feel dirty, there's no amount of like, you're technically not dirty and this isn't going to be like, there's no amount of rational discussion that's going to calm me down more than like just cleaning yourself.
It's good for a wake up too. I've always had a super rich person fantasy, like a weirdly rich, that I would be woken up with like showered. Like I'd be lying down and then warm water with
oh God,
that sounds like torture to me.
And then someone sucks you off.
Well, yes.
I mean, what are we doing? If I could I literally posted today on Instagram this bath contraption. There's some like boho interiors thing, and people had very strange reactions to it. I thought everyone else would be like, fuck yeah. Basically, this bath is in a bedroom and it's on wheels. Like, you know, those like tracks that like old people have in their house to get upstairs sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like that. And it goes, the window opens and the bath
stair lift.
Yes, exactly. But the whole bath is on it and it goes out and it's outside the house. It's on like a little bath balcony. Oh my God. And he's looking out into like the wilderness.
So it's like a little roller coaster bath.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. Okay, that's a bath I can get in. Yeah, I want that.
I would be in that like 16 hours a day. I would have like my laptop station next to it. I would have it like draining and refilling. I mean, this is like Howard Hughes level mental illness, and I know this, but it feels so
My stepdad
good.
had the over the head. He had the regular shower, and then he had an over the head shower, like straight down. And that was pretty heavy. That was pretty
like the rain shower.
A rain shower on top of it. It was glorious.
I'm confused. So there was a regular shower and then there was one coming out of the ceiling?
Yeah, one straight out the ceiling down.
Oh.
Yeah. Rainforest shower.
That's what that's called? That is luxurious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it slowly is killing the rainforest every time you turn it on.
When did you get comfortable with having a hairy body, or was there like somebody that you hooked up with who was really into it?
I feel like I just, oh God, I don't know. I think when I went on Birthright, if I'm being honest, and I was with all those other Jews, I was like, oh, I'm not the only hairy one. We did like a sports game and we did shirts or skins, but you couldn't tell the difference between the people with the shirts and the people with the skins. And that's when I was like, okay, this is okay.
I feel like it's definitely
Representation
gotten
matters.
yeah, and it's gotten like more popular to like be into hairy guys like in the zeitgeist. Like we never like talked about it, but I feel like when we were growing up it was very like boyish men
Yes.
who were like
Mhm.
considered attractive or whatever, and like then like I remember the first person that ever talked to me about how hot hairiness was my friend Tim, who's also been on the podcast, was like, oh my God, like I love a hairy guy. Like I love this guy's hairy ass. I love his hairy armpits or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I just started hearing it more with women who are like, yeah, I love a hairy guy. And it's, I don't know. I always like to see that whatever somebody is insecure about, there's like a bunch of people who find that so incredibly hot.
We have an inability to see in ourselves what we can see in other people. Like I can look at somebody else and be like, I envy your ass, or like I envy
Hey.
like, you know, I envy this person's body, and they could be looking at me and being like, oh, I envy her body, I envy her like athleticism, whatever it is. But I am not able to see that in myself. And I think like challenging yourself to be able to see from that perspective, like an outsider who can appreciate you, is a skill that I'm picking up in my 30s.
Yeah. Oh my God, wait, this is totally unrelated, but since you just said that, I had a thought the other day because I fucking hate my body. And I was like picturing myself.
It's so you have a wonderful body. I know you don't. I know that you know
this
that.
isn't the
but,
point
like,
of the
it's
thing.
Tragic. Continue.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was picturing
go.
myself with a different body or whatever, and I still hated that body because it was my body. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
God, girl.
Yes. But this is exactly what I'm saying. It's like, if I can look at somebody else and be like, oh, I love her body, and she could be looking at me and thinking, oh, she has a great body. Why can't I just think
Why can't we skip that step?
about myself?
Yeah.
Why can't we just trade
Yeah.
perspectives?
But if
You know
I
what
did
mean?
trade, I'd still be like, ugh, you're so fucking tall and lanky. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do
Right.
you
You're
ever
always
get
going to find something.
relief from that, Remy?
Of course. Like I see my boobs
Yeah.
naked and I'm like, amazing.
Good.
Yeah. But wait, so Gianmarco, because you have never been on this podcast before, we don't know about your first time coming story. And I think that is very important in this coming of age story and dialogue that we're having here. Do you remember your first time coming?
For sure.
Okay, great.
I definitely like first had like a preemptory a week before where I was like drawing pictures on the floor I was in my mom's office, and like I started to like, you know, the first time where I probably was humping the floor. I thought I was doing like subtly, but I was probably just like thrusting against the floor, and it was amazing. And I it was so new, and I knew so
Pants
little.
on?
What?
With your pants on?
Oh yeah, I was in my mom's office once again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what you.
I don't know what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not like my family doesn't shower together. So that was, and I remember I was so I knew so little. I thought it was the spot that I was in. Like I thought something about that spot
It was
on
like
the
a
floor,
magic place.
like a magic spot, that a pants feeling place.
I have to bring you to this office where you can come in your pants.
I was like, Mom, I miss you. Please take me to work with you again. And then very soon after that, it was like alone.
Wait, this was in her, not a home office, like her work.
Yeah,
like
it was
like,
take your son to work day.
Oh.
Whatever it was.
What did she do?
So, at the time, she was like a lawyer.
Okay.
Adjacent or something.
She was like a lawyer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to know. She left.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. You can go on. We don't need to out your mom for her career.
She's a Pilates teacher now. But then a couple days later, it was like I was in my room, alone late at night. I got that same feeling, and because I didn't know if it would ever come back. So I was like, oh my God, the feeling's back. And I don't remember being like erect per se, but I like took the comforter and I like wrapped it around, and I was just like essentially fucking the comforter, I guess. But like I think because it was so early, I didn't know what coming was, so it was just one of these things where I kept going and going, and then like it reached this climax, and when you don't know what's coming, and then like there's an thing. I mean, it's never been as good as that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was terrifying because you're like, it feels like I'm about to go off some cliff. Something's about to like occur, but you don't know anything. And I just remember, man, it was so incredible and so free. I had no guilt. I had no religious upbringing, no anything. That like in that moment, I had this thing of like, oh, all I need in life is a room and a comforter.
And my mom's law offices.
My mom's law offices. And I'll feel happy forever. I was so content.
And I will be okay. Yeah.
I will be okay.
Can I ask you a question about coming as a man?
Sure.
Okay. So like often I've heard men say that like nutting in a woman, like you're raw dogging and you're nutting in a woman is like the greatest feeling of all time, like better than anything you've ever experienced in your life. Is that true?
Yes. I've never understood guys who pull out and like finish manually.
Yeah.
And like you're ending this with masturbating after all the work and the effort.
Right.
I think that is absolute. It's the same reason why people like swallowing. They want to be swallowed as opposed to spit. There's something just about like
the sucking out, the thing coming out.
Yeah, being taken in. It's. I think just in that moment, everything's like hyper sensitized and to feel it fully engaged.
But can you tell the difference if you're wearing a condom? Is that what you're asking?
No,
like,
I'm asking raw dogging. Like specifically, like I don't know. Okay, I don't know why this popped into my head, but there's like a rap lyric somewhere where it's like basic. I am forgetting, but essentially the rap lyric is like when you nut in her, like for a minute, like you want to marry her. It's something like that where like it seems like it's physically incredible feeling, and also like you feel somehow like deeply bonded or like intense feeling towards the woman that you're doing it with. Is that
I think
true?
it's just like every surface area of your dick is engaged as opposed to if you're holding your hand, it's just part of it.
Yeah.
It's just
and
like
it's warm in there and nice.
It's warm. It's nice.
It is warm in there, yeah.
There's another person pushing back. Like it sounds great. But
Oh, go ahead.
I asked Ben the other day like about male orgasms because I hadn't like come or something in a few days, and I was like, I just want to like get my ocean feeling. And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, you know, like that feeling like when you come and you're just like, and it feels like the whole ocean is washing over you and it's like really nice. And he was like, I don't have that. And I was like, what does it feel like for you? And he's like, it feels like you're like pissing and shitting out of your dick. Like it's just like and I was like, what? Like that sounds awful.
It's like shitting out your dick.
That is so that like summarizes the difference between men and women, I think.
Did you know that the good feeling that you have when you're shitting is from a nerve in your body called the vagus nerve? And I told someone this in a bathroom in Brooklyn the other night.
And they were shitting and you were standing outside?
Yeah, and I was like, it's the vagus nerve.
Because we keep each other company in here.
Yeah. I mean, I think I tried to read about the female versus male orgasm, and it's super complicated, but I kind of equate it to like taking a bong hit versus taking an edible. Like the male orgasm is like this intense pointed thing, and the female orgasm is like I come and then I put on the song Anemone by Brian Jonestown Massacre.
What?
Wow, you lost me.
Okay, and so there's this song called Anemone, Anemone. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's by Brian Jonestown Massacre, and it's like super cerebral, and it's like, I don't know, the lyrics are really interesting. So I'll come and then I'll put my headphones in and just listen to it
and just like vibe out,
and let it like wash over me. It feels like
a
I'm
whip
high
it.
on. Yeah, yes. It feels like it's a whip it, or I just took an edible and I'm like peaking.
I'm just thinking of you with the guy cleaning his dick while you put on your headphones.
He's fucking the Clorox machine.
Like the end of Dazed and Confused, you know, when he like puts on his headphones and he's like listening to the music, but it's Andrea with no pants and this guy with the Clorox thing.
Yeah, and I'm like, do whatever weird shit you're doing. I got a fucking vibe, dude.
I feel like the male orgasm probably is more intense, or maybe intense is the wrong word.
Pointed, yeah.
But but women can come more than once, which is
Totally.
pretty nice because you get it in waves.
Do you guys ever save up?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Like
stop yourself and then wait for the big one.
I can kind of like, edging kind of, but I can also I can have a small orgasm and then kind of use that to speed up the process of having a bigger one.
Oh. And we can create life with our bodies. We're aliens. We're fucking pleasure aliens. It's so crazy what our body does.
I think it's also interesting. It's just like women are so different in terms of, it's just wild. Just the experience as a man of being with different women and their orgasms and how many they have or what it is. My first girlfriend, I remember like she said that she had orgasms like really easily and would say that she had like 3 orgasms in a very short session. And I remember once foolishly, I was an 18-year-old boy, didn't know anything. And I said to her, I said, are you sure you're having, or you had 3 orgasms? And, it's like she was very offended. Sure, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, I don't think she was.
I was just going to say, I think she might not have been, because when I was 18, I thought that I was having orgasms, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
Yep, I think so, because I was just like, if I was getting 3 per shot back then, I've really declined.
You'd be dead. You'd be like, I've lived a good life and I'm going to blow my fucking brains out because nothing's ever going to be better than this.
But like, think about it. Like the reason why this podcast exists, to tie it all together, is because there's not that much education for women on how to make yourself come until you have to seek out that information later on. We just don't learn about it. So if something feels the best that it's ever felt, then that must be an orgasm. Like in my 17, 18-year-old brain.
Yeah.
Then that must be what this is. Yeah. And I wouldn't have anything to compare it to until I really had one.
So you meet a fucking hot tub jet and then you're like, this is different.
Oh,
totally.
Absolutely.
Well, this has been so much fun, you guys. I wish I could keep you forever and ever, but I do worry about my little recording device dying. If anybody has extra questions for you guys, would you be willing to come back for a little Patreon Q&A?
Yeah,
of course.
Absolutely. Anytime. I love this show and I love your fans. They're amazing.
We stan the how
They stan you, literally.
Yeah. What do you call them? Do you call them the Cummers?
Companions.
Companion. Oh, cute.
That's so much cuter.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah.
Companions, get at me.
Yeah. Call everybody. But I just wanted to wrap up saying we've talked about showering a ton, showering not so much. In general, experts recommend you shower every 2 or 3 days. It's a personal choice.
You hear that, The Rock?
No, but
3 times a day is way too fucking much.
You know what, Gianmarco, you're not spineless. You just hit back, and I respect you for taking it.
But yeah, if you are doing that level of activity and like you feel the need to, then like go off. Like Ben likes to go in there just to, like you were saying, like sometimes like relax or like wind down.
Yeah.
Like,
just so you know the kind of message I'm getting. This one says, "You don't wash your ass, white people, man."
It's also all
go have
in
a shower. Go have a shower.
You guys, thank you so much for this episode. It has been dirty. It has been clean. It has been wonderful. Gianmarco, can you tell everybody where they can find you online and all that stuff?
Yes, please. It's Gianmarco Soresi. It's my full name. It's with a G, but it's in the show notes, I'm sure. And I've got some upcoming headlining dates in Texas, Oklahoma City, Detroit. So check it all out. Gianmarco Soresi.
Yeah. You can also see me and Gianmarco on an episode of The Real Housewives of New York City last season, in which we performed comedy for the Housewives, and they edited it to make it look like we bombed. We didn't. But yeah, as Gianmarco, you also have a taping coming up. Can you tell us about that? Or you already did the taping?
I taped the set for Comedy Central. It's going to come out towards the end of the year. And I got an Amazon special out. It's called Shelf Life. If you have Amazon, check it out. I was just nominated for 3 New York Emmy Awards.
Amazing.
So,
fabulous.
Congratulations, we should say. Andrea, can you tell us where we can find you?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at AndreaComedy69. I get wild on there. And I am going to be debuting in the next few weeks my own sex podcast. Hello, comers. Big reveal, podcast name, Dog Pig. So take that however you want. But we're going to get pretty real on there. I just recorded an episode where I interviewed an ex of mine who sharpens his nails down to claws and scratches people. So we are going deep. So
this and
follow
so
me on
much
Instagram.
more.
I know. Follow me on Instagram because it all goes through there. And of course, listen to our podcast. We've had so many of the good companions message us that that's how they found us. So the Hot Mess Comedy Hour is a great companion piece to How Come.
Truly.
Cute.
It is. Emily Lubin, where can we find you been?
Oh, wow. That threw me off. You can follow me at Lubination on social media. It's my last name, LUBINATION. And you can also listen to my solo podcast, which is about body image and rejecting diet culture. That's called RIP Diets. Remy has been on in the first season. So that would be a great episode to start with. So that's RIP Diets. You can listen wherever podcasts are available.
You guys are amazing. I have to ask this to all of you guys because this was a sexual experience. And so I am being polite, of course. Gianmarco Soresi, did you finish?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I'm so glad we took care of you. Andrea, did you finish?
Sorry, I'm listening to Brian Jonestown Massacre right now.
Amazing.
That's a yes.
Headphones
Hard,
on.
baby. Headphones on.
Emily Lubin, did you finish?
Finished and ready for more.
You guys, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Remy.
You're so welcome. You guys, it's been lovely. We'll see you next time on How Come. Goodbye.
It's not you, it's me. I try so hard to finish honestly. They say you'll know when you go all the way from A right down to O. Oh no, I think that I still got a ways to go. Oh, I'm sick of this and I have got to know. How come? How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. 'Cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna just...
You guys, this is a sample from the Helix ad. I'm gonna post it after the episode. Do you have a nice mattress or do you have a poopy mattress? Are you having good sleeps or are you not being able to sleep because of your lumpy mattress, or you're just like stressed, or your love life or some other drama? I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say because you're lumpy. Can you not sleep because you're too lumpy? I was like, what?
Oh my God.
Okay. I really do love Helix so much. Something went wrong in what I just heard.
Yeah. Everybody's unique and Helix knows that. So they have several different mattress models to choose from.
I'm so sorry. I just keep thinking of
The lumpy person.
Oh, I'm so hot.